Let's go! Anthony Richardson gets knocked all the way to St. Elmo's, and we are in a spot now where the Colts have got to figure out this quarterback position. Comment below what you guys think, what the Shane Steichen offense should do. We start off here with a very good rep. This pocket is collapsing, and Anthony Richardson backs up and allows A.D. Mitchell on this comeback route to get open, and this is something that's always been a strength of AR's game. Obviously, accuracy, this ball is low, but even though this ball maybe could have been thrown a half second sooner, the fact that he is so big and he is so athletic, he can just throw through these hands and arms and all kinds of different stuff. So you can see his elbow is getting hit right after he throws it, and he's still able to get enough on this ball to AD for a nice first down. I'm going to be real with you. There's no rookie in the NFL I am more excited to watch play than Tyler Warren. Yes, your boy comes from a college football background, and there's few players that interested me more than all the different things that Tyler Warren did. He took snaps, ran all different types of routes. He sold popcorn at the gates. And honestly, this throw was made by Anthony Richardson. You could see he did something here to force this linebacker to move just slightly over here, and he throws away from that backer through the arms of that defender right to Tyler Warren. But look at that catch, y'all. I mean, this is nothing short of incredible. I know it looks like simple pitch and catch, but Tyler Warren needed to see it through those arms, and there's a defender right behind him. You know Anthony Richardson's throwing this ball with a lot of steam. And watch, just plucks it right out of the air like it's nothing, and then holds on to the ball swipe right there for a nice gain to make it third and manageable. I do want to show the all-22 of this throw. And now that I've looked at this a few times over, I'm not sure if he could have thrown this a half second sooner. I mean, just look at all the traffic that AR, he couldn't even really step into that throw. Man, it really is good quarterbacking. So let's get the end zone camera of this play right here by Anthony Richardson to see if we can see his eyes move the linebacker over the middle right here. And, well, let's see what happens here. Maybe this linebacker was just shifting to the left. You can see he gets eyes on Tyler Warren. And, no, I just think the linebacker thought Warren was running behind him. Man, God, look at this catch. I mean, it really is ridiculous. Bang. Maybe I'm overrating this grab right here by Tyler, but I mean, it really is good stuff if you ask me. Now, we get to this play, and on this 3rd and 7, obviously, you do not want to take a sack because you are indeed in field goal range. So we want to get this football out. You can see that Anthony Richardson feels that this is a really good pocket, and well, he decides to go through his progressions and eventually does find a receiver over the middle here, and Jalen Armour-Davis makes a really good play. So let's take a look at the all-22. Steven Ruiz feels this play was late. So you have a single high safety right here. Obviously very aggressive coverage here. And you have a corner on Tyler Warren out here. It looks like a corner. And, well, Anthony Richardson wants to work this right here to A.D. Mitchell. And A.D. Mitchell, who is a really good separator, this is covered. So he does a good job not throwing this. Now, let's get to the crosser, which on the broadcast footage looked as if it was covered pretty well. But honestly, this is open. So AR is late on this, and this ball should have been ripped. And this just shows you how difficult it is to play quarterback in the NFL. Look at this. Throwing it so late that Armour-Davis is able to catch up to Dulin and just run down and make this play. So this ball is indeed late over the middle. I also think this is a really good time to explain that sacks are indeed a quarterback stat as well as an offensive line stat. Y'all, this protection is really good. But a pass rusher as talented as Green, the rookie from Marshall, you could see Anthony Richardson getting tiptoey right here, not getting through these reads quick enough. You take an unnecessary hit, and this is an unnecessary pressure, right? This is not on the offensive line. This ball should have been out, and I got to throw through all that traffic. Once again, his strength is able to power through and still get the throw through, but it's the mind that needs to pick up here. All right. Let's get to the play that everybody has broken down, and I'll give you my 2 cents on it because I am a little bit different than most when it comes to placing blame on this. But you can see that Anthony Richardson gets himself knocked out of the game. Boom, helmet right into the freaking chest, and, well, it's just going to be a fumble almost every single time. It's honestly an act of superhuman strength that Anthony Richardson was able to still have possession of this football. So let's start from the end zone angle and determine whose job it is on this play to get this guy off the edge blocked. It's important to note, though, sometimes, in particular when you are in 5-man protections, not everybody is going to be able to get blocked. So, as you guys saw, every single eligible receiver, including the tight end and the running back, went out on a route. So, in theory, if everybody were to blitz, that means you as a quarterback are responsible for at least one player. Now, one thing that you're not able to see, and we'll show you here in just a second, that there is a slot corner playing press on the slot, so he could come off the edge. That's a Steve Spagnuolo special. And when you're in these 5-man fronts and you have as many people you have to worry about, what you do oftentimes is slide the center to one direction and have the protection just slide in a direction, and they're able to sort out who's coming from where, right? And normally, just to simplify protections for you, you want to block the innermost guy compared to the outermost guy, or the most dangerous man. All right, so you can see right here off to the left side, 45 Green, their best pass rusher, is backing out, and they're actually blitzing from this side, where you could see that the offensive line, the center, slid to the left. So you have 2 guys to block 3 over here. So now the offensive tackle has to make a decision. Do I block the innermost guy, the linebacker here, or do I block the outermost guy? He does have the decision here to make. Sometimes it is taught that you automatically pick up the innermost guy every single time. But if 32 was a little bit further back, you could pick up 90 and just trust that Anthony Richardson could get the football out in time. But you can see that 75 leaves 90 unblocked. That is the intent. That is what the Colts offensive line was instructed to do. Or at least we would like to think that. And that's why it's important to factor that into this equation. So basically, I know it sounds counterintuitive, Anthony Richardson is responsible for this player right here, okay? And in the spot, you can see he absolutely gets mauled here. If you are sliding your protection here to the left, if you have an extra guy here to pick up what could be a nickel blitzer and pretty much everybody coming off this edge, you do need to start off looking to the right, where you do have answers for a blitz pretty quickly here. Now, the one thing I would push back on with saying that this is 1,000% on Anthony Richardson like others have is that maybe one of these 2 rookies right here, Warren or DJ Giddens, should have chipped right here to help out. Maybe that should have happened, but more often than not, I'm going to put blame on the QB in this spot, and that is exactly what happens, and he gets himself absolutely, positively mauled right here. All right, so let's get the wide angle, all 22 view of this play, and, well, this should have been a nice gain, especially if Warner and Chase Daniel and some of the sharper minds out there, if they are indeed 100% right about this, you have exactly what you want here, right? There's only so much Shane Steichen can do in this scenario, right? So let's just say all of that is true and the running back wasn't supposed to pick him up or there wasn't a chip or whatever. If Anthony Richardson starts off working to the right, we're looking at a big gain right here. Giddens in the flat. The stop right here from 16. And, well, he just gets absolutely positively massacred there. So let's have a discussion here about the Anthony Richardson era, all right? I am getting a little bit fed up with the excuses. And this is coming from someone who has done plenty of Anthony Richardson positive breakdowns. But when I saw zero progress in his game and the consistent less than 50% completion or around 50% completion games, there's only so many excuses you can have. Part of your ability is availability. So when I see, and I have a lot of respect for Benjamin Solak, I met him at the Super Bowl. He's one of the best riders out there. When you see like so many people in the national media continuing to say, well, he needs more experience and it's this excuse and he needs more time and he's whatever. Stop it. Okay? Stop with the excuses. Let's be grown-ups here. He's not good. He's just not good. And the team is better off with Daniel Jones at QB. It really is unfair to a play caller like Steichen, who's been pretty good everywhere he's been. So, especially if you consider a guy like Josh Downs, is just amazing, he's a terrible fit with the style of QB that Anthony Richardson is. So, I would start Danny Dimes. So, you guys let me know down below. Floating in your face some other fun videos. It is Power Hour NFL. Boom! Tonight, we're doing steaks.